Next up on our CVC Spring Sports Media Day Tour is the Brooklyn Hurricanes track team, head coach Kyle Aikens. Coach, thanks for being here on the show. Go ahead and introduce the athlete you brought with you, and then just give us your elevator pitch. What can we expect out of the Hurricanes on the track this season?
Absolutely. Thanks for having us today. With joining me is Isabella Simpson, a sophomore sprinter who is one of the leaders on the female side of our team. Just in general, I'm sure if I let you ask a couple questions, I'm sure the first thing I would get is, the track programs go a little different this season without Jenna Young in the fold. We've been blessed to have her with us for the past 4 years. We really kind of, pen in that trip to the state tournament before the season started. So things are going to look a little different for us as far as that goes. But we have a very young team this year. I believe I have 2 seniors and 3 juniors among our squad of about 30 to 35 kids. So we're very much on the young side. And that's exciting. It's also provides some challenges. And as we look forward to going to our first meet a week from today. A lot of kids that have been on the track a lot are just getting used to the throws and some of the events. That's challenging as a coach, but it's an exciting time as well as we sort of look forward to like a new generation of Brooklyn track. Having graduated not just Jenna, but a couple other of longtime outstanding seniors that were with us the past 4 years.
Right, and since you brought up Jenna, my big question is, how did Jenna inspire the younger kids on the team? I mean, it's one thing to watch TV and you see all these great college athletes, but when it's a kid from your school, a small school in Brooklyn, Ohio, it becomes real for those kids. I mean, do you sense that they're like more inspired because they see her accomplishments?
Yeah, I see a little bit of that. I've definitely seen a little bit of it over the past 2 years. Just the level of seriousness the athletes were taking with. And I'd love to open that up to Isabella. Having a freshman last year with Jenna as a senior on the team, and sort of what you took watching her as she was focused on trying to defend her state title last year.
Yeah, that's a nice segue, Isabella. I mean, how did Jenna inspire you as a freshman? You're seeing this state caliber athlete who's now at Penn State. What did that do for your mindset, just knowing that, wow, she could accomplish that, maybe I can too?
She inspired me a lot with how she put her mind to certain things, and she proved that she can do anything you put your mind to during track. And she definitely encouraged me during hurdles when we were doing sprints, and I attempted to do hurdles, not my type of event I would like to do, but she definitely did encourage me to stay focused and try to speed and
what go ahead.
Of our timely athletes here. I have junior Allie Millen and senior Anthony Vitale with us.
Okay. Isabella, what events are you going to compete in this year?
100, 200, 4x1, and 4x2.
All right. And just last year, you were a freshman. I imagine there were some nerves out there. How much more confident are you now that you've got a season under your belt?
I think very more confident, less anxious, I feel like, and I feel better. I think I can improve my time.
All right. What kind of goals do you have for sophomore season?
My goals are to do better on my 200s, increase my time for my 100, and for relays to have a good team and come first place.
Who are the girls that are going to run the relays with you?
We haven't really decided who's on running yet with relays, but I think our starting is me, Jamira, Allie, and Maya.
Okay. All right. Well, best of luck to you this year. Let's go right behind you with the gentleman behind you. Go ahead, for the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and what events you plan to compete in.
Yep. So I'm Anthony Patel. I'm a senior, and the events I plan on doing the 100, 200, 4x1, and 4x2.
All right. So Anthony, coming off the All-Star basketball games last night, how much fun was that?
It was really fun. It was like just playing with the people that I played against, actually playing with them, getting to talk to them. It was like a really cool experience.
And it always helps when you have a great performance like you did. So congrats on that. But turning the page now, you're officially into track season. How excited are you for what's to come?
I'm really excited. I first started last year, and it was fun, and I'm just looking forward to this year as well.
What did you learn from last year that's going to help you be a little bit more prepared for your events this year?
I learned more about the proper form of everything, how to do everything better, because I was new to it last year, so I was new to everything, the experience and stuff. But
All right.
yeah.
Are you finding things coming a little bit easier for you now as you're preparing?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
All right. Who are some of the guys on the team that have been impressive in the preseason? Who are we going to hear a lot about this year?
Santana Salmons, he's also a senior. He's quick. He's gonna do good this year.
Yep.
Rajan Foster, he's a sophomore. Yeah, he's a sophomore. Avion and yeah.
Salmon's another outstanding basketball player. So, Coach, it looks like you got a lot of athletes out there that you get to mold into runners and throwers and jumpers. So that's pretty cool. But Anthony, what are your goals this year? What are you hoping to accomplish individually?
So especially my 100, I'm looking to beat my PR from last year. I forgot exactly what it was. I think it was like 11, 9. I forgot the exact time. But I'm just looking to improve on my times and all the events.
Right. All right. And let's go across from you. And for the folks at home, go ahead and introduce yourself. Name, grade, and what event you plan to compete in.
Hi, I'm Allie. I am in 11th grade, and the events that I'm going to be doing are high jump, 4x1, 4x2, and hopefully hurdles.
So you don't have very big shoes to fill in the high jump, right? That there was nobody at that event the last couple of years.
Yeah.
What did you learn from Jenna? I asked Isabella earlier before you came in, but Jenna is from a small school, Brooklyn, Ohio, and she competed on the big stage in Ohio, and now she's at Penn State. What did that kind of do for you to inspire you to train a little bit harder and work harder?
She was a really good jumper. She really taught me how to form, how to jump, and ways to improve better in doing it. So that really helped me a lot.
What did leadership wise? I imagine somebody has to step in and take the role that she had because of her confidence and just the experience. Who do you see on your team that's kind of filling that role already?
As of right now, I know I'm doing high jump. I don't know if anyone else is. So hopefully I can take the lead and because I've been doing this for 4 years.
I was asking kind of about the leadership role she filled last year. Who's kind of stepping into those shoes?
Yeah, I'll say it because I actually think the answer is Allie, but she might be a little too humble to say it for herself. But the female side, I think Allie is hopefully going to be the person that steps into that role. I see that a bit from her already. We don't currently have a senior on our female team, so Allie is a junior that's been at it for 2 years and worked closely with Jenna. I see her filling those shoes already.
All right. And Allie, just what are your goals for this year? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Hopefully get better PRs and increase my speed. With a lot of track.
All right. Well, good luck to you this year. Coach, back to you. I asked the kids about some of the other athletes. Who are the kids that have impressed you in the preseason?
Sure. I think, I'll talk about our boys' side. I think Anthony mentioned some of them, but I think we're really going to excel at the sprints and relays. Last year, Anthony, I mentioned Santana Salmons, Rajan Foster. They're 3 of the 4 returners of we had a 4x2 team that broke the school record by 3 seconds. They set a sprint medley record, had very competitive 4x1. I think we've only added to that this season with a couple of other people, Avion, Berta, Calvin, Santiago. We really have some strong sprinters, and now as we work in the preseason, some of those guys will have a ton of experience outside of sprints, or it's their first time in track. We're looking at some of the jumps and hurdles and things that we can hopefully expand to as far as just beyond our boys sprints and that side. But I do expect that to probably be our most competitive area going into 2024.
All right. And as a coach, you've got a whole slew of athletes you have to kind of work with and give attention to. When you've got someone like Jenna, it's easy. Jenna, go do your workout and she can take care of that. But how do you work with all these varied athletes where, some of them are new to track, some are trying to get to that next level? What do you do to shape your practices to give everybody the attention they need?
Yeah, it's certainly challenging. You know, we try to station things up as much as possible, and we do have a lot of, even for in our 9th and 10th grade, we have a lot of people that are here for the first time that were not middle school track athletes. And I think, you know, depending on how much we go outside, I'm not sure some of them even know exactly all the events or where they participate in their events. It's just, you know, that's March in Ohio, as you well know. But we're trying, you know, we have a couple of additional part-time assistant coaches this year. We're trying to give each kid more attention and really kind of segregate them a little bit by experience. I have 3 returning athletes here, but so hopefully be able to rely upon them as leaders a little bit, as we sort of alluded to earlier.
All right. And lastly, I always have to brag about the CVC. It's a great track conference. How does that help your athletes, just knowing that when they're in a league meet or a league duel, that they're always going to be challenged by some other great athletes?
Oh yeah, there's a number of good schools on the Metro side here, and I'm sure if our athletes in our schedule, we see Independence all the time, Cuyahoga Heights all the time. We see Lutheran West this year and a couple of the other schools, but particularly those 2 schools. I mean, they are great track programs for small schools and have numbers that we inspire to, and they've had some, success team-wise that our limited numbers haven't quite allowed. But those schools only push us, and they are solid in every event. They always have good relays, just a couple of hurdlers. There's usually a good jumper or 2. Really, so it gives our athletes across the board good people to measure themselves against, getting ready for obviously conferences and then districts down the line.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and your athletes taking some time out of your day to preview your season, and best of luck to you this year.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, Steve, and look forward to seeing you in the 2024 season.